Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to day 17 of our 21-day yoga challenge, Yoga for Everybody. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Day 17. Wow, we are in the home stretch. Only a few days left. Here comes Winston to say hi. He loves yoga. Actually, he loves napping more. If you are enjoying this challenge, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and for right now, let's get started. Come onto your mat and come on into your Tadasana. Setting your feet on your mat, together or apart. Set your feet and feel where you have your feet. Let them be flat and straight. Can let your hands and arms come alongside you. Soften your shoulders down. Spin your palms forward. And you can set your gaze here. You might close your eyes. Start to feel your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And you're here, right? You're here in your Tadasana. You're here on your mat. You're here in day 17 of this challenge. You're here. Feel what you are doing here. And that might be simply that you really feel your feet on your mat, grounded on the earth. Lifting up through your legs, drawing your low belly in and up, lifting your heart, lifting the crown of your head up, standing really tall, standing in your body, in this space. Feeling where you are and what you're doing might take the form of setting an intention for your practice today. And let's take another big breath in and a long breath out. And this is a really simple pose, but there's a lot going on if you are present for it. Be present for it. Be present for yourself right here and now. Let's take another big breath in and a long breath out. And soften your toes if you've started to hang on unintentionally. Roll your shoulders back if they've started to creep up around your ears. Just a breath or two more here. Right? Feeling this, bringing your full attention, all of your energy into this moment, in this challenge in your practice, but also this moment in your day, in your life. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Now as you inhale, sweep your hands up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Soften your knees as you fold. Walk your feet to about hips width distance. Come on into your ragdoll. You can bring your hands to your elbows. You can let your hands dangle or come to a prop. Deep breath here. Softening your knees, softening your toes, softening into this. So like Tadasana, when you take a look at this pose from the outside, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on. But if you're in it, you can feel it. There's a lot going on. Right? That lengthening through the backs of your legs, the space in your low back. Sometimes before you notice the space, what you notice is resistance. And that's okay. So notice resistance. Right? You can always ease off. You can always really come back to your breath. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your mat and step back to your downward facing dog. Set your hands flat. Spread your fingers wide. Set your feet. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Now from here, walk your hands back towards your feet. Core engaged. You can soften your knees. Feet together or apart. Rise to stand. Come all the way up. Reach your hands up. Lift your heart. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Bring your hands to your mat and walk yourself back out to your high push-up. With your knees lifted or lowered, take a big breath in, move forward and down, low push-up. Inhaling, upward facing dog, your cobra or your low cobra, and as you exhale, back to your downward dog, or add in your child's pose. You can add in child's pose at any time in your practice. You can add in any variations. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Take another big inhale here. And as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. Set your feet, find your halfway lift, fold forward, exhale. Inhale, rise to stand. Lift your hands, lift your heart, look up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift your flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat, step back to your high push-up, forward and down, low push-up. You can come all the way down. Stay strong. Inhale, upward facing dog or a cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Now step your right foot to your right thumb for your runner's lunge. Okay. Right knee over right ankle, left heel, left knee lifted. Engage your core, press to your feet, coming up to stand, crescent lunge. Set your gaze, set your right foot, and from here, step forward onto your right foot. Catch your lifted left knee in front of you with your left hand. Pause. Check in. You're using your left hand to lift the knee, but you're also using your core. Low belly draws in and up. Your right arm is lifted really long through your whole right side body. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now start to take your left knee out to the left. And you can bring your right arm out to the right about shoulder height. Sometimes that helps with balance. If you lose your physical balance, it doesn't have to be a big deal, right? You come out of the pose, you simply come back to it. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now bring that left knee back to center. Keep it lifted. Take both hands up overhead. Strong core, left knee lifted. Extend your left foot straight forward. Press through your left heel. Hold here for 5, 4. Stay tall and upright. 3, 2. Bend your left knee. Step back to your crescent lunge. Land here. Open out to your warrior 2. Find your footing. Generous with the space between your feet. Long through your arms, long through your fingers. Dip into your front knee. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands down to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Move forward and down, low push-up. Inhale, your upward dog or your cobra or low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Now step your left foot to your left thumb. Runner's lunge. Hands on your mat. Right heel, right knee lifted. You might adjust where you have your left foot. Maybe adjust where you have your right foot. Space right to left between your feet helps a lot here with balance. Rise up to your crescent lunge. Come on up. Engage your core, low belly draws in and up. That helps to stabilize you, support your low back. Ground through your left foot. Gaze is set. Step forward onto your left foot. Catch your lifted right knee in front of you with your right hand. It might be one step up, might be a couple of steps up. You're using your hand to lift the right knee, but remember, you're also using your core. You're using your left leg. You're using your breath. You can be a little bit wobbly. You can be a little uncertain. I mean, that's part of the practice. It's part of life. Just do the best you can with your breath right here, right now. Now take that right knee out to the right. You can bring your left arm out to the left at shoulder height. Keep drawing into your center. You can always drop the right foot down if that works better and then come back into it. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And bring your right knee back to center. Keep it lifted. Reach both hands up overhead and extend your right foot forward. Press through your right heels. Just because you lose your balance in the physical pose doesn't mean you've lost your balance. You don't have to lose your balance. Keep your breath steady. Stay at ease. Take a big breath in. Bend your right knee, step back, crescent lunge. Land here, open out to your warrior 2. Left knee tracks over left ankle, shoulders over hips. Balance out through the arms. Balance your breath. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Let your breath balance you. Take one more deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands all the way down to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Move forward and down. Low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or your child's pose. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. Step or jump, find your halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up to stand. Hands high, heart lifts. Draw your hands to your heart. Set one foot as your standing foot. Come on into your tree pose, Vricasana. We're working a little more with balancing today. Balancing on one foot anyway. Set your standing foot, set your gaze. And then your lifted foot can come high to your inner thigh. You can work with the foot on your calf. Even work with your toes on your mat for a little more support, right? So feel it out. What does balance feel like for you? Whatever hand variation you like. And just like sometimes before we notice space, we notice resistance. Sometimes before we notice or can feel what balance is like for us, we notice what it feels like to be out of balance. So if you're struggling, if you're hanging on your mat or in your life, feel if you can take a breath or two. Really intentional, deep breath. Give yourself some space. Allow yourself to soften. Allow yourself to feel your balance. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands to your heart. That lifted foot comes back down. Pause. Come back to your Tadasana just for a moment. A big breath in. And a long breath out. And set it up on the other side. Now this lifted foot might land in a different place. You are in a different place already. Right here, right now. Tall and upright, lifting from the ground up. Again, whatever hand variation you like here. Shoulders soft, soften your face, your jaw. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And again, it's okay to be wobbly, a little uncertain. You have your intention, right? You're here. We are here. We're showing up. We're supporting each other. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Another big inhale. And as you exhale, gently release that lifted foot. Bring both hands to your heart. Bring your hands alongside you. Come back to your Tadasana, standing mountain. Stand in your strength and in your power. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, a big inhale. And a big exhale. Inhale. Sweep your hands up. Reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Flat back. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up, high plank. Move forward and down. Low push-up or all the way down. Inhale. Upward dog. Any variation. Exhale. Back to your downward dog or your child's pose. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Go ahead and bring your knees down to your mat. Sit back over your heels. And come onto your back. We'll set up for bridge pose. Coming onto your back. Set your feet about hips width distance. You can't see it, so just feel it out. For some people, it works to brush the heels with the longest finger. And then lift your hips up. For some people, you really have to walk your feet close to you to brush your heels. So more important than being able to touch your heels with your fingers as you set this up is just grounding through your feet. Feet at hips width distance, feet flat and straight. And then once you lift your hips up, try to feel your knees track over your ankles. Press down through your feet, soften your toes. Press down and away with your feet without letting your feet move. And your arms and hands can stay alongside you. You can interlace your fingers under your low back if you like.
You can also use your hands under your hips or a prop like a block under your hips for a little more support. Now all this setup, have you stayed connected with your breath? Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe here, notice if your knees have fallen out or fallen in. Lift your hips, press to your feet, press your knees forward. Take one more big inhale, lift your heart. And as you exhale, gently, slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop to the sides for Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a really big breath in here. Open your mouth and empty out. You can let your arms and hands come alongside you, palms up. You can also bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. Feel where you are. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Feel where you are. Feel this practice, the end of this practice, day 17. And you can take as much time here as you like. Don't rush. Enjoy this. I said that yesterday, but really enjoy this. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. I am enjoying this challenge. I hope you are too. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll see you on your mat tomorrow.